Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, how will I know if this movie will be good?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whitney Houston!
No, I don't. A new look at the Whitney Houston biopic. Then, the toy guy returns. The hottest toys of the season will be on display. Find out what will be on every kid's list. And we love her. The cooking mom is here as well with some Thanksgiving goodness. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. And welcome to The Jason Show. Boy, oh boy, I'm glad you're here. Hi. Get some coffee. Hang with us. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, keep that love going. It's Kendall, everyone. Well. How you doing?
Am I in trouble? Usually when someone says, well, to me, it's not good.
No, I want to give you a compliment.
Great.
I love that dress. You look beautiful.
Why, thanks. It's vintage.
It is?
I'm not kidding. Yeah, I got it at a vintage fair because that's me.
Really?
I do. Yes.
What era? Can I guess?
Sure. I have no idea, so I can't answer.
I don't know. Maybe the audience will just. I'm thinking it's like the 80s.
Probably. It's got the little.
It's like the
puffy
early
stuff.
80s. I like the little puffy. You look like Janet from Three's Company.
Why, thank you.
Yeah, that's a compliment. Little Joyce.
Thank you.
Little Joyce DeWitt. Well, no, if I would say Chrissy, people would think that I'm calling her dumb. You know what I mean?
Wait, why is Jeff shaking his head no?
Oh, because Janet was kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Janet was. No. Okay. Let me finish.
Let the man finish.
Janet's personality was boring, but her wardrobe was quintessential 80s.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
no one's ever called me boring, so I'm literally not even going to think that you called me.
You are not boring, let me tell you. You're anything but boring. Yeah.
Thank you. I've been called too much.
Yeah.
But, you know.
So I was raised in a bingo hall, and
It's true. There's photos.
there's photos. I was raised in a VFW. I'm from Michigan City, Indiana, and if you're a longtime watcher of our program, you know this. My mom played bingo for most of my upbringing. So when I say I was raised in a VFW, I really was. When I was a baby, she would play 45 cards, and she would have the bassinet on I was like a little Buddha statue. She had me as a good luck charm. She had me on the bassinet on the table, and she had a dauber in one hand, a cig in the other, and she would rock me with her elbow, and she would, And then I grew up when I was a kid. I was an only child, and this is why I stick up for some only children. We're not all brats. I had to be self-sufficient, and I had to be good around adults. So I would bring my toys, and we would sit right by the stage where Fred, the bingo caller, was, and I would have to entertain myself for 3 hours while Dar sat there. And I had to behave myself. Anyway, so I was raised in a bingo hall. My mom was so famous playing bingo in Michigan City, Indiana, because she played 45 cards. She was actually in our local newspaper as like the bingo lady. Well, let me fast forward. My mom hasn't been to a bingo hall since I believe 1989. My mom and dad my mom and dad got divorced. My mom remarried, moved to Louisiana. You all know about Cappy. My mom then moved here last year. For the first time in all of those years, I returned my mother to where she belongs, the bingo hall. That's right. Here she is. Look at this, everybody. Look at this. Look at this. Those are my mother's cards last night for the jackpot round for the coverall, and they were glued down to the table. And I'm not kidding. People kept walking by because there was a break between the penultimate game and the coverall. People kept walking by like this. There's a woman that had glasses on. Leo, take camera 5. The woman had glasses on and she went like this. because she couldn't believe that my mom had that many cards, and that's
She's
nothing.
like a wheelie chair that she just like so she can wheel back
Oh.
and forth as she does it.
And here's the deal. My mom hasn't lost a step. She glided her dauber like this, and my mother-in-law, who was there, my mother-in-law was like, "Should we double check her numbers?" And I go, "No. Oh, Dar has it." Dar was gossiping and daubing at the same time. Hasn't lost a step. So
She should like
Oh.
do a class on this.
it made me so happy because, and I don't want to get maudlin and sad, but this is happy. My mom, God bless her, has been like a country western song. You know, she's lost a lot over the last, 2019, 2020, and 2021 were horrible for my mother. And she's finally seeing the sunshine. She's finally able to just enjoy simple things in life, which makes me very happy. So to have her there last night, now I won. I will say I won last night, but but she didn't win, but she will win because we're going to do this more often. But and I want to say thanks. I named this the best thing ever. If you're here locally, if you're watching us locally, the Chester Bird American Legion in St. Louis Park. Bingos Wednesdays at 6. Wednesdays at 6. They have good last night's jackpot was like $564. Yeah. So
And they have
anyway.
good chicken wings.
And they have good food. Yeah. Love you, Chester Bird. Love you, Mom. Let's get started. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, everybody. Steven Spielberg has had it with the streaming people. That's right. I call them streaming people. In a new interview with the New York Times, Mr. Spielberg said HBO Max and other streamers have thrown filmmakers under the bus by dumping high-profile movies and releases on streamers and not in theaters. He said the streamers took advantage of the pandemic by putting everything on streaming, and he feared that it would change all of our habits, the consumers. But he said he was encouraged because of Elvis. The movie Elvis, I loved it. Because Elvis broke $100 million at the box office. His new movie, The Fabelmans, by the way, hits theaters tomorrow. Look, I'm an 80s kid, obviously. I love Spielberg. He's my favorite movie maker, him and George Lucas. I see where he's coming from, but let me play devil's advocate. Nobody was leaving their house in 2020. And if I'm Warner Brothers and 20th Century Fox and Disney, you got to go to where the consumers were. In December of 2020, when Warner Brothers released Wonder Woman, the sequel, horrible, but released it on HBO Max instead of theaters, people were, film it. But I'm sorry, no theaters weren't open. We were watching reruns of Barney Miller and Windexing our mail, for God's sake. I mean, what did you want us to do?
Yeah, that was a rough time, the Windexing the mail.
Yeah, but now he's right. I'm back in theaters. I know a lot of people are. No matter what, I think when TV came out, people thought the radio was going to die. The radio didn't die. And people thought when VHS came out, the movie theater experience was going to die. Theaters are always going to be there. Mm-hmm. We're always going to want that shared experience, especially like a big movie that just opened like Wakanda. There's something fun. There's something magical. I don't mean to get woo-woo. So Spielberg, settle down. We're coming back. We're coming back. Yes. Nothing to fear.
Just evolve. It's fine.
Now, I'll only come back if you people don't talk during the damn movie. I'm telling you, seriously.
Watch out.
But I don't know if we can do anything about that. Next on the dish, I listened to the first episode of Bethany Frankel's new podcast. It's called Rewives. So here's the dealio. She's going back and watching some of the most iconic moments from her time on The Real Housewives. Okay, so let me just give you, even if you don't watch The Housewives, that's Alex from seasons 1 through 4. Alex McCord and her creepy husband, Simon. But anyway, okay, so here's what we learned. Bethany really did spill some dish that's interesting even if you don't watch these dumb shows. First of all, you know how they always go on these trips and they do these events? And you're always like, is it organic? No. The producers sit down with the wives at the beginning of the season and said, okay, Kendall, do you have any product launch parties? Yes, I'm launching my nail polish, my adult diapers, whatever, and then
Honestly,
this,
adult diapers,
yeah.
that's what you give me?
I'm sorry. And then, Jason, what are you doing? Gold-plated toilets, whatever, you know what I mean? And then it's like a bidding war, and then the producers decide which events will be featured in that season. Oh. And then she said that she prevented 2 housewives from getting fired. The reason we showed you that video of Alex a little bit ago was because Bethany found out from a producer that Alex was getting ready to be fired. So Bethany started a little fight that prompted Alex to have a storyline. And she did the same thing with Sonia Morgan.
Really?
Bethany helped, because you light a fire and then you get a storyline and then suddenly you're interesting.
So she played the villain for good.
Yeah. This first episode, by the way, features Elizabeth Moss from Handmaid's Tale, and they dissect one particular episode. It's good, Bethany. It's good. I got to admit, Rewives is available wherever you get your podcast. We have so much more Hot Dish. So go get some more coffee. We'll be right back in a moment. We have the toy guy coming up, the cooking mom coming up. This is one of the best audiences of the month today. The studio audience is awesome, yeah. By the way, if you want to come see us, and we sure hope you do, just like cruise lines and Broadway shows and shopping malls, we've evolved our health policies. You no longer need to show a vaccination card, so please come see us. If you want tickets to our show, only pick a date that you can actually come to. I love the effort, but at the beginning of the season, we would have like 80 people sign up, and 2 people and a goat would show up, actually. So pick a date that you can actually come to. Welcome back. Jason Momoa was on with Jimmy Kimmel. He is so unattractive.
So unattractive. So unfortunate.
So unfortunate. He talked about working with the one and only LeBron James, and that, my friends, is our Late Night Rewind.
You did a commercial with LeBron James, right?
I did.
How did that go?
He's awesome.
Because he's one of the few guys that will make you feel a little
It's
bit.
great. You're looking up.
You like that?
Yeah, you're looking up. He's just a thoroughbred, man.
Yeah, he's.
I never met a real basketball star up close, and I was like, wow. 20 years at it, just unbelievable.
You hadn't never met a basketball player, huh?
No, I've never even been to a game before.
You never have.
Never have.
Wow. Have you played basketball?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm better at hitting things.
You're better at
You know what I mean? I'm more of a contact.
Could you like bite into a basketball and pop
Yeah.
it? Do you think? Oh, that would be a fun thing to try sometime. So you do this commercial with LeBron.
Oh, so yes, it's crazy. I get a call randomly from my agent that they want me to do a Nike commercial with LeBron. I was like, oh, great. And they're like, turns out Eddie Murphy can't do it. And I'm like, I'm number 2 to Eddie Murphy, which is like, that's the...
It's not bad to be number 2 to Eddie Murphy. Now that's a man. You know what I mean? That's a dude. I'm like,
beefcake.
That's a dude. I'm like a 14-year-old. You know what I mean? I'm not a dude. That's a dude right there. That's a man.
I'm like a 6-year-old if you're a 14.
No, but you know what I mean? That's like he chops wood.
He eats horses for breakfast.
Yeah, I like him though. I do. He was on Instagram and like barely nothing fishing. You know what I mean? He was fishing off a boat.
Wait, what video is this?
Yeah, we're doing a show. Look at it later.
No, tell me more.
At one point, Jason did strip down to a traditional Hawaiian outfit. You can see that on Kimmel's YouTube. Was that row 1 or 2?
me.
Was that row 1? Okay. Our hot dish now continues with our legendary insider to the stars. Please welcome, he's my friend and yours from the Hollywood Raw podcast. Audience, give a hearty welcome to Dax Holt. Hi, buddy.
That is a good audience today, Jason, I must say.
What? Say that again.
I said that is a good audience today, I must say.
I know. All right. Okay, now this is a little bit of a sad topic, but it's going to be good to get your insight. You guys on the Hollywood Raw podcast, you did an interview with now, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, the late Aaron Carter. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, this was interesting. So we had Aaron Carter on May of 2020, and we did an episode this week where we kind of went back and went through that episode because I've never done this before. I've never had like an episode that we're looking over now that the person's gone and kind of like re-looking at it. You know, we talked all about, you know, his addictions in his past, whether or not he was sober. He said he was sober at the time of our interview, but got into how he started huffing back in the day, had to go to rehab, how that was just like a really embarrassing time in his life. And he was really honest and just candid throughout this whole interview. It made me really sad talking about it because he was so nice, so kind. We had this beautiful interview and I just sitting there like, I can't believe he's gone. Like it happens in the blink of an eye. And you know, he did dive into a lot of the drama and issue that he had with his family over the years and his brother Nick Carter from the Backstreet Boys. And you know, he said, why is there so much drama there? And he said, you know, a lot of that comes to Backstreet Boys were at the top of their game, and then Aaron Carter came in and was almost more successful than them at such a young age. And he said it kind of drove a spike between him and his brother like watching him become so successful and his parents kind of following Aaron around the world during his world tours and being with him and, you know, really got into all of that. And, you know, just a great conversation to look back on.
Did he seem, you said this was in 2020, buddy, did he seem in a good place at that point?
He did seem in a good place. I mean, he did not hide away from any questions. Like, so we talked about how we ended up landing this interview, and a lot of it was like we reached out to him directly on Instagram. He got back to us and we said, you know, is there any restrictions? Because you know this, being an interviewer, sometimes people come on and they do an interview and they say, okay, you can ask everything except for this, this, and this.
Yeah.
Right?
Which leaves you with nothing to talk about. Yeah.
Nothing, or at least all the boring stuff to talk about. And with Aaron, he was all over the news at that time. He had just gotten that massive face tattoo. Him and his girlfriend were having fights and all this kind of stuff. We said, is there anything off limits? He said, absolutely not. You can ask me anything. And we did. And you know, what was interesting about his face tattoo was, why did you get a face tattoo? And he said, you know what? Tattoos for me have always been like a defense mechanism. And he said, I was tiny and scrawny, so I got them to look tough. And getting a Medusa on my face was like one of the toughest things that I could do so no one would mess with me anymore.
Well, it makes sense. It makes absolute sense to me. Dax, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but to lift things up before we go. In all of your years, because I know someone that pops immediately to my mind, can you remember a publicist or a person that had a lot of restrictions before maybe you interviewed them either at TMZ or now?
God, there's so many. So many.
I know. Can I tell you why you're thinking? Because I didn't mean to put you on the spot. You know who was for me, and they recently back in the news, which was Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
I remember
100%.
getting a 2-sheet list of stuff that we could not bring up or mention before I interviewed her for that awful Dukes of Hazzard movie.
You know who mine was? Lindsay Lohan.
Lindsay?
Yeah, that was like, don't ask about, here's 10 sheets. But Lindsay's had a very storied past, and I think with, you know, her publicists, they're like, can we not focus on all the bad things? Can we focus on the new projects?
Yeah, of course. But you want to talk about the old, yeah. Dax, I can't wait to listen to this. Thank you, buddy. Have a good week.
Thank you, Jason. Bye, audience.
Find Hollywood Raw wherever you get your podcast. No, seriously, I brought that up again because Jessica was in the news because she did that Pottery Barn ad, and people thought something was up with it. I did too, but we're not going to get into it because I don't want to, if she's down, I don't want to kick her when she's down. But I did before I walked into the hotel room to interview her, I was handed 2 sheets of paper, and it was a list of things that I could not mention to her, and I thought, who is this, Benjamin Netanyahu? I mean, you know, it's Jessica Simpson. I'm not interviewing, you know, Tony Blair, the prime minister, you know, former.
Right.
It's like, it's Jessica Simpson, you know?
And then like a
For the
minute-
Dukes of Hazzard,
Right.
you know?
Daisy Dukes, are
Yeah.
they off limits? I mean, and especially when you're just about to walk into the interview, because you already have thought about what you want to talk to her about, and then it's like you can't ask any of those things. Good luck.
Oh, we got to go, but I'll give you one more piece of dish about these. They're called junkets. This is what cracks me up. All the reporters that go to these junkets, they're like a little Marsha Brady clique. They all know each other. They don't like new people. Like, no one ever talked to me. I felt like I was at the nerd table. Anyway, they all, I didn't care. I didn't like them. Anyway, but they all, you know how you get pens and little pieces of paper in your hotel rooms?
Yeah.
All of them would feverishly write like 50 questions on like the notepad from like the Howard Johnsons. You know, it's like, how many, you get 4 minutes, you
Yeah.
maybe get
You
two
get, like,
questions.
2 questions.
2 questions. And they're like writing, who the hell, you're not Barbara Walters. You're getting 4 minutes with Jessica Simpson. Anyway. Next to the dish, the second and final trailer for the Whitney Houston biopic. I haven't seen, I can't wait to see this. Let's look at it together.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Whitney Houston!
A common criticism of you, your music isn't black enough.
Well, who said that? That's just bull. And it makes me angry, actually. It's hateful and uninformed. My whole life, she ain't black enough, she ain't white enough. Well, how about she's not obedient enough? How about she ain't fearful enough? Music is not a color to me. It has no boundaries. I sing what I want to sing, be how I want to be, and reach as big an audience as I can.
No one is like you. You can sing.
Whitney, your daddy's princess. We're building something here, so you just keep singing.
Daddy, my money. I trusted you. You were meant to look out for me.
Still, that nose just kills you. I Want to Dance with Somebody. Naomi Ackie is Whitney there. It hits theaters next month. I hope it's good. Whitney deserves a good biopic, and I hope it just doesn't, I hope it's not all fluffy. You know what I mean? It's like something on Lifetime. I want a little bit of grit. Like, tell the real story. Like, I don't want just, because her family's involved in this, and you obviously want to paint your family in a good light, but I want some truth. I don't,
Well, it's the Bohemian Rhapsody people, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I would think that that was pretty good. It got some of the dark in there, too,
Yeah.
but it was uplifting. It was cool. I think it'll be good.
Okay, let's go see it together. Let's have a movie date.
Okay, I'll buy the popcorn. You buy the vodka.
I'll bring the vodka, yeah. You can bring your husband. Next on the dish.
Okay.
I love Jordan, I love. Next on the dish. It takes a lot to close Disney World, believe me. And Hurricane Nicole has done it. The park closed early yesterday and planned for a delayed opening today. The reason we're doing this story, well, not because it's pop culture, but also, listen to this. One of our own members of the Jason Show family, longtime editor Rob King, is in the middle of his Disney vacation. And he shot this video yesterday. I call him Fernando. I've worked with Rob since 2000, and they've been looking forward to this for years. So, buddy, I still hope you're having fun. The parks are going to reopen slowly today. Yeah. It's time to meet today's JVIP. Today, it's Arthur Flores from St. Paul. Hi, Arthur. He says he watches the show every day. He's a disabled vet. Arthur, thanks for your service to our country. He likes to keep up with current events. He also likes my choice of music. And he says, keep up the good work. Arthur gets a Jason Show mug. He's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to our studio to watch the show, $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and from our friends at Woodhouse Spa, a $200 gift card. Thanks again, Arthur. Love you, buddy. We have so much more ahead. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up, two great guests. The Toy Guy is back. Live in studio with a peek at the hottest toys Santa will be delivering this holiday season. And need some help with that Thanksgiving meal? The cooking mom is here to help. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Well, this is always a fun time of year. Thank you. fun time of year. There is nothing worse than a bad toy under your tree. Believe me, I'm an only kid. I know that, yeah. But our next guest can help you avoid that sad look on your kid's face. Give it up for one of our favorite guests, the toy guy, Chris Byrne, everybody. It is, I was telling Chris in the break, it's so good to have Chris back in studio. We had you on Zoom, but this is always fun. So
it's great to be here. It's great to be here. So lots of stuff to play with. We're going to start with the Lego City Smashing Chimp Stunt Loop. This, right? You gotta love these names,
Chris,
right?
Yeah.
I don't make them up. But go ahead and rev this guy up because he's gonna. It's this from the Lego group. Go ahead and give him a few revs, and then place it on the orange thing. And if it works. Well, you know.
Okay, I didn't do it right. Chris can do it.
No, you can't do it. It's never, you know, but essentially you're going to smash the chimpanzee. And the thing kids love about it is that it's got a little bit of a learning curve in it. And so.
Especially for a 48-year-old talk
Yeah,
show.
there you go.
Oh.
But, you know, we'll leave it with you and you can practice for the rest of the season.
Thank you. I'll have Kendall do that in the break. Yeah.
Okay, these guys, CoComelon, if you have a preschooler at home, you know how popular CoComelon is.
CoComelon?
CoComelon, it started on YouTube. It's a huge success. This is Boo Boo JJ because he's going to get...
That's my nickname for executive producer Jeff.
Okay.
Yeah, Boo Boo JJ.
But look, see, he's got a little boo-boo that's lighting up, and we're gonna put the Band-Aid on it, and he's gonna be all better, which is really, really cute from Jazzwares.
Okay.
And this is his best friend, Cody, and Cody has a dino song. These are just really, really popular.
This is the cutest thing ever.
Right? And it's got all kinds of music, and Jazzwares has done a great job with it.
Preschool, Chris, can I just ask you a general question about the toy business? Is it just me? I watched a documentary about preschool television that really exploded in like the 90s. Are preschool toys a bigger portion of the market now than they were like when we were kids?
They have been because kids age out of the toy industry, and so there's a lot of stuff competition for preschoolers. And then when you get entertainment like CoComelon or Paw Patrol or Peppa Pig or Bluey, kids want to take that off the screen and play with it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're going to do a little magic here. It takes a couple of seconds to do. This is going to be the hottest toy of the year. This is the
right here.
This is the Magic Mixies crystal ball, and we're gonna start to. No, it's not going to blow.
What is happening?
See if we can get it to work. Okay. It takes a while.
It does take. I'm already impressed. Like the fact that that ball is smoking.
Right.
As a kid, not smoking like Joan Crawford. I just mean, yeah.
Last year we had the cauldron.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's see if we can get it to work. Why?
Oh my God. What's supposed to happen?
Well, we're supposed to have some magic going on.
Okay.
It doesn't want to do
Let's try it again later.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that because I want to see this because this is the hottest toy of the year.
And this is one that they've actually engineered for me to be able to show on television. So anyway, so this is called Pixobits, and this is from Spin Master. And essentially, what you do is you take these little pixels and you put them together and you make different models. And then what you're going to do is you're going to squirt them with a little water, and they're going to stick together magically. So we actually made Jason. Shut up! There you go. It's from Spin Master. Super cute, right? There, exactly.
No, anyway, that's adorable.
Another great show for teens and tweens.
Oh, that's it. You're looking at it right there. There's a video of it.
That's how it works, yeah.
Oh, kids are gonna lose it over that.
And you know, it's the pixelated look that you see like on Minecraft or Roblox or something, and kids really love it, and it's really great collect and trade kind of thing from Spin Master. So they've done such a good job with that.
Do I hear singing?
You do. This is That Girl Lele, based on the popular Nickelodeon show. It's about an avatar who comes to life as a human being, and she just sings and dances, and she's just a really cute singing doll from Just Play. But the Nickelodeon show is just incredible.
Kids are so lucky. I want all of these. I want to play with all of these things. Okay.
And then finally for this one, we've got, this is from Playmobil. It's the Wildtopia safari set, jungle set, and it takes us to the Amazon rainforest. We've got an animal care center here.
Chris, can you hold on just a second? I got it. She is ruining your mic. I'm gonna put her over here. We're gonna just we're gonna set her over here. There we go. There we go.
We've got the Playmobil set, and there's all kinds of animal care that you can do. Now the thing about this, because people are concerned about it, 80% recycled plastic. They've rescued the plastic from old refrigerators, and they've actually built it into this beautiful set from Playmobil.
Seriously?
I am not kidding you. So it's beautiful, and you know it's Playmobil, so it's all about imagination and storytelling. Really fun.
Okay, and what's that?
We're going to talk about that later.
Okay. Can we try this one more time? We have like 30 seconds.
Oh well. Let's
well,
see.
I mean, maybe we can do a little bit more, but.
You know what? I think we'll bring it back.
Let's do that. Let's take a break because I want to see what this. I think it's going to make like one of our staff members disappear or something. I think, it's gonna bring Rob back from Disney World. Yeah.
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
More with Chris when we return back after this. With Chris.
We keep trying to make the magic here.
Okay, we're trying again. Oh, I hear something, Chris.
Now you saw the ball fill up, right?
Something is in that ball. It's fun.
Thank you.
It's Jason Show editor Rob King, everybody, right there.
Disney World. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I would lose my mind if I was a kid and that little furry thing popped out of that.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Okay, so you may know the game Wordle from the New York Times and Hasbro Games. It's been redone here, and essentially I lost some of my pieces, but that's okay. It happens all the time.
Yeah.
So basically, you have 6 chances to guess a 5-letter word, and one person is the host, and you guess on your card, and then I'm the host. I put down the yellows if the letter is right, but it's not in the right place. And so you go down eliminating words. It's a great way. It's been a great game online, of course, hugely popular, but now you can actually play it, up to 4 people can play.
And I would flip this up, but all the pieces would go
down. All the
down.
pieces
so
will fall out.
Yeah.
You know, that's how
Eric
it goes.
is going to try to get Eric's, look at how good Eric is, getting a shot of it. There, you can see it.
Oh my God,
there we
you
go.
are.
Yeah. Thank you, Eric.
Okay, so I know how much you love movies. I brought these along for you. Wakanda Forever opens on the 11th.
Look at that.
World of EPI has done a whole line of collectible dolls, which is really just terrific.
I was going to say, they are very lifelike.
No, they're very lifelike. They've done them really creatively, and they're beautiful. This really kind of fun.
They are beautiful dolls. The detail on those.
And it's really interesting, the story. Dr. Lisa Williams, who created World of EPI, has been all about diversity and finding expression for different ethnicities. And she's just an amazing woman, and the dolls are just incredible.
Bravo, that's beautiful. That is beautiful. Okay.
Okay, so this is another one that is one of my favorite toys of the year, and I'm building it here. This is called Zip Links from Blip Toys, and essentially I'm putting these links together. And what you do with them is you start out with them, right? You sort of lock, and then you load them in here, and then you have a little launcher. And I'm going to let you do the magic here.
Okay.
Go ahead, come around,
Okay.
and just push the button there. Go ahead and push the button.
This?
Yeah. So they all just sort of blow up, which is the kind of thing I would have loved as a kid. Things that blow up. So it's really good.
I like that.
Okay. Now every once in a while I see a toy and I say, Jason, this is for Jason.
Well, by the way, here's the video of professionals using
right,
that toy.
Thank you.
Me. Yeah, there's the professionals. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to put on your monkey tail, and. Again, so essentially this is called...
I haven't done this since a couple weeks ago.
This is called It's Bananas from McMiller Entertainment. You put it around your waist, strap it around your waist with your monkey tail showing through, and then it's all about your hips, right? Because we're going to go out in front of the table here, and we're going to try and... So we've got this, right? And now the idea is you have to pick up the... Right? It's all about your thighs. It's all about the action in the thighs. We're getting serious. So basically.
Back up. Okay.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Yeah, you have your tail. Right? It's between you, and then now you're going to try and pick up the little. There you go. This is from McMiller Entertainment. You picked the challenging one. Move a little forward. Pivot your hips. There you go.
Hold on. We've just been canceled.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
No. And finally, something very sweet. These are among the most popular toys of the year. These are called Squishmallows. People may have heard of them. Right, they're from Jazzwares. There's different ones. These are coming out in waves. So when the collectibles come out, you better buy it because they're going to sell out. And they're just right.
They're like little whoobies.
They feel so comfortable. They're about $19.99, $10.99 and up. So
well, they're free for me because I'm stealing this one.
All right.
So that's right. Yeah.
It's going to a good home.
Yes.
It's going to a good home.
Give it up for Chris, everybody. For more information, go to thetoyguy.com. We'll be right back with the Cooking Mom right after this. Back in a moment. Oh my God, that was fantastic. That will be on a clip reel in about 2 seconds there. Well, throwing an epic Thanksgiving meal isn't easy. You probably know that. But thanks to our next guest, you can have that wow factor without hours in the kitchen. Give it up for our good friend, the one and only Cooking Mom, Amy Hanton, everybody. Hi, sweetheart. You're not gonna make me put on a tail, are you? No,
that was
probably.
fun,
That was
though.
great.
I
Chris
want
is
one
the
of those.
best. Chris is the best. Okay, what are we starting with, my friends?
So I love like the pre-dinner munchies appetizers.
Yes.
That's one of my favorite parts of the meal because we hang out, we play board games. Last holiday season we did a
drank.
puzzle. Yeah, a little bit of that, So I have so many fun, easy recipes for Thanksgiving, but I'm all about the appetizers. So this one is a wow factor. Everybody wants to look like a rock star, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you do. And so how about wowing your family, making your buffet look amazing with this turkey appetizer platter?
Look at that turkey!
And it's crazy easy.
That is a trip. I love that.
I know.
Yeah.
So basically, it's like a kicked up veggie and dip platter, and it starts with a homemade cheese ball.
Okay.
Cheese balls are back, baby.
They are back?
Yes.
I'm glad because charcuterie boards were hot for a while. Now butter boards. Now the cheese ball is back?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was old school, but if you make your own, don't buy the kind at the grocery store. They're so yummy.
Okay.
And I've got a recipe that's super easy. Starts with cream cheese. Full recipe is on my website, thecookingmom.com. Then we're going to add some shredded cheddar cheese, cooked crumbled bacon. Bacon makes it better, right?
It does.
Yeah. We've got chopped parsley, green onions. I love the little bit of pimento, or you could do roasted red pepper. It gives it some nice holiday color and some flavor. Hey, if your family doesn't like it, leave it out. A little bit of garlic. If you like a little bit of ranch flavor, you could do some like a dry packet of ranch dressing in there too, would be really good. And then it's a cheddar, bacon, and beer cheese ball. So we know you love some beer.
I've learned how to drink beer after a couple years. That's right, yeah.
I taught you well.
You taught me well.
So just a little splash of that. Then you could, I don't want to be loud and take up a bunch of time, but use a mixer and kind of combine it all together, boom.
Okay.
This is a make-ahead. So basically, once you get it all together, get it in your refrigerator, wrap it in plastic wrap. Or what I like to do is put it in a bowl, line the bowl with plastic wrap, and then let it set up for a few hours. Or like, this is a getter done. I'm all about getting stuff done. So like the week before Thanksgiving, I've got a house full coming this year. I want to relax and hang out with them. So like Monday, maybe I'd make the cheese ball and get that in the refrigerator. And Tuesday, you know, do these cranberry meatballs. Get things done ahead of time so you're not stuck in the kitchen the whole time.
You know,
what I mean?
actually be visiting. It's a really good advice, yeah.
So then here's where the fun part comes. You get that cheese ball and you can kind of mold it with your hands and then go crazy. I've kind of built a veggie and dip platter, and it's crazy easy. So
So good.
Isn't that
Look
fun?
at that close up. That's darn funny right there.
And it doesn't have to be perfect. The kids can help. Get the kids in the kitchen. But
Thank you, Eric, for the close up of the turkey. Yeah.
Gobble, gobble.
Yeah.
So I put sliced mushrooms. I've got green onions for the feathers. I've got the little radish, little black peppercorns, a little carrot. For the little gobbler, I've got pecans or sun-dried tomatoes. You can just kind of build it and then take a picture because it's going to disappear quick. But makes a great centerpiece. And this cheese ball is real tasty, too.
Okay. Oh, I'm going to be eating that.
I
yeah.
know. It's really, really fun.
Yes.
Anybody can do it.
Okay. I see meatballs.
This is your producer, Jeff's.
He loves these.
I know. And this is one of my most requested recipes. And it's so crazy easy. I like double, triple the recipe. And then I've got a vegan in my family. And then I've got somebody who does turkey meatballs. You can go get whatever kind of meatballs you want. I love, the better the meatball, the better this is going to be.
Yeah.
So if you get the El Cheapo ones, it's not going to be as good.
Yeah.
But they make all sorts of different meatballs. So I have different slow cookers going. So everybody, I kind of label them. So the vegan meatballs are here. The turkey meatballs are here. And whatever
You're
it
so
works.
nice.
I know I'm
Yes.
nice. You got to. So basically frozen meatballs, dump them in there.
Okay.
These happen to be Minnesota meatballs. So I like that. Okay, so then we're going to do 1 can of jellied, the one that looks like the
cranberry.
Can? Yeah,
We
cranberry
don't want
sauce.
fancy. I don't
We
want the fancy cranberry. No.
However, if you do make homemade cranberry sauce, and I've got a couple recipes for it, this is a great way to use the leftovers. So
Okay.
you can throw that in there too. 1 jar. This is like kicked up ketchup. It's called chili sauce. It's right near the ketchup section of the grocery store. A little bit of dried minced onion, and then, because I like to have a little wine while I'm cooking. Throw a little bit of a Pinot Noir in there, or whatever red wine you have.
Okay.
Lid goes on. This cooks low and slow for about 4 hours, and everybody just goes crazy over it. House smells amazing. Leftovers are great over mashed potatoes. You can also get the bigger meatballs and serve this as an entree, which is really nice during the holiday season. You want a little toothpicker?
I do. You know what? I don't think out of all the segments, I've never had this. I've never had yours.
You've never had the meatballs?
Jeff's face is about like
Oh
falling
my
on the
gosh,
floor
these
here.
might be a little hot. Let me give you a napkin.
It's all right.
But
I just had a tail on. I don't think anything could be. Me burning myself is, yeah.
I can't wait to see. And that little bit of wine is hot. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Don't about. Again, tail. Yeah.
They're real good. And it's like a dump and go kind of recipe. Yeah. I have exciting news.
What?
I have exciting news. I have a brand new, better than ever website launching soon. You guys asked for it.
Yeah.
This has
Tell the folks.
more pictures, more recipes, nutritional information, serving size, details of my culinary vacations, tips and secrets, and it's hopefully launching like in the next week. So if you go to my website,
I'm so happy for you.
I'm so excited. It was a lot of work.
Oh yeah, she's the best. For these recipes, sign up for a newsletter, and again, go to the brand new website, thecookingmom.com. Check out her book as well, The Cooking Mom Cooks Up Memories. It's a great gift wherever books are sold. I'm going to eat these meatballs, and we will be right back. Back in a minute. Oh my God, I'm eating another one. Welcome back. Kendall's back from eating some meatballs. We've picked the 40 winners who will join us next Friday for our live show at Rosedale Center. 40 viewers and a guest will get a special seating, coffee, treats, a Jason Show mug, VIP gift bag, and more. If you weren't picked, here's the deal. You can still come to the show and watch for free. Keep in mind, this is standing room only. There's a map on your screen. Enter Rosedale Center at door B by Von Mar. It's located here on the map. If you can't come to the show, we'll be picking 9 at-home audience members. Details will be released on the day of the show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I know. We have chaos here. Absolute chaos. By the way, lock the doors. These people are never leaving. They're here forever. Time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. I don't know what's in this segment until I read it live right here. Today, the ultimate shock for people on a fishing boat in New Zealand. A giant shark jumped out of the water. No! landing on the front of the boat. No. One of the people on board had hooked the shark when it decided to jump on board. The shark was able to set itself free and go back in the water. The boat owner says they're lucky the shark didn't land on the back of the boat where a lot of people were standing.
Oh, poor Sharky.
I feel bad for the shark, and I would have just died right there. Tomorrow, 2 guys who have appeared in Star Wars movies will join us live, part of Twin Cities Con. That's tomorrow, but right now, if you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody. Let's go.